Hello, my friends, and welcome to the Chew. I'm Robert Wallace. This is the place where we ask, am I choosing the way of Jesus, or am I choosing my own way? The title of our message this week, Seeking Noah, is also the title of our point today. Let's back up to Genesis chapter 6, verses 7 and 8. So the Lord said, I will wipe from the face of the earth the human race I have created, and with them the animals, the birds, and the creatures that move along the ground, for I regret that I have made them. But Noah found favor in the eyes of the Lord. Did you catch that? But Noah. What a scary thought. God regretted everything that he had made because of man, because of the wickedness of man. The world had gone mad. I often wondered why God never took a mulligan, and then, of course, we read this passage, and guess what? He did. Save a remnant. God has always saved a remnant. Up to this point, we need to remember that God had looked down and his creation had just gotten nuts. We also need to remember that God was seeking a righteous man, and he found one in Noah. Noah was seeking God. How do we know that? Well, verse 9 tells us Noah was a righteous man, blameless among the people of his time, and he walked faithfully with God. Now, there are a couple of other passages that support this statement. The first is in Hebrews chapter 11. We know this as the hall of faith. Verse 7 of Hebrews 11 says this: by faith, Noah, when warned about things not yet seen, in holy fear built an ark to save his family. By his faith, he condemned the world and became heir of the righteousness that's in keeping with faith. And then Peter tells us in 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 5 this: if he, God, did not spare the ancient world when he brought the flood on its ungodly people, but protected Noah, a preacher of righteousness, and 7 others. Wow. We have 3 separate witnesses to Noah. 3 concrete observations that Noah was righteous in a time where the world had gone ungodly, madness reigned in humanity. This is important evidence that seeking God is our first priority, our main priority, and the only priority that matters. Noah chose to live boldly in a world gone mad. And we just read the accounts from God's holy word. Here are my questions for today. Am I seeking God first? Am I seeking God in my world gone mad? What's my excuse for putting God somewhere on my priority list other than first? Well, what's the Holy Spirit saying to me right now for today? Am I going to choose the way of Jesus that leads to a full life, or am I choosing my own way? I'm praying for us as we carefully consider these verses and this entire passage from Genesis chapter 6. Let's invite the Holy Spirit to give us eyes to see and ears to hear God's truth from his word. Let's have receptive hearts and minds to receive these truths, and then let's ask the Father for the same boldness, commitment, and courage of Jesus to go forth boldly in the world gone mad in which we find ourselves. I'm praying for us. Let's have a day where we seek God, for he is seeking us. I pray you'll have a wonderful day, my friends. Go in the peace of God. Blessings to you. Bye for now.